Hello everyone, it's Cameron and welcome to another video. Now today we're going to do another vinyl update, vinyl update 44. Got the number right this time, almost close to the 45. Been a while since I made a video, about 3 weeks. Been kind of trying to think of some ideas and trying to find time to do a video because I'm busy trying to put shows together and for my radio on 3TFM. Excuse me, for those who don't know, I've been having, for a while I've had this Monday night show on 3TFM, which is a local community radio station. So I've been busy trying to put shows together for that, and I've been doing a lot of other things as well. So you haven't really found the time to make a video, but I've got a lot of stuff I want to show. Quite a few singles and a lot of CDs to show. Some box sets as well, DVDs and albums. So there's going to be quite a few. Now initially, I'd planned to just do the standalone CD haul because I bought a lot of CDs. But I kind of felt as if I wanted to show it all, you know, in one video, which would make perfect sense. So I'm going to go over the CDs. A lot of these come from my local record shop in Saltcoats, and some haven't. I think just a few. But anyway, so in my Saltcoats record shop one week I got Dream Boots and Petticoats 1 and 3. I bought 2 and 5 in Winning Charity Shop February. Around that time of my last vinyl update, and thought I'd get the other volumes. Still need to get hold of volume 4, and I know there's a volumes 6 and a volume 7, so I need to get hold of those two, and then I'll have the main kind of series. But there are kind of other theme compilations of these, so yeah, definitely to look out for these. But these are really good, like 60s compilations. You've got people like Bobby Darin, Roy Orbison, Buddy Holly, Everly Brothers, Bobby V, Del Shannon. Chuck Berry's on here as well. Eddie Cochran. So yeah, there's quite a lot of 60s albums and there's some really good stuff on these. Definitely recommend you get those series. Then we have the Electric Orchestra Part 2, Moment of Truth. I have the first one. This one's from 1994. Haven't heard this album yet, but hopefully it won't be bad. But there it is. Now, recently, my record shop got in a big collection of CDs, like a lot of bags full of them. I went through a lot of those bags, and I found quite a lot of CDs that I wanted over a period of a few days. There's going to be a lot to show in here, so we're gonna. Bought this lot on the first day. I've got 2 David Lee Roths, Skyscraper. Got this in vinyl. This one came out in 1988. The vinyl doesn't have California Girls and the Just a Gigolo, I Ain't Got No Body medley for some reason. I think those 2 tracks came out in 85, so I'm not sure why they added them as an extra for the CD, but who knows. Another David Lee Roth one. This is A Little Ain't Enough. This is 1991. Never owned a copy of this album until now, so there we are. I'm not sure if that's on vinyl, but it might be difficult to get hold of because it came out in 1991. Got this in vinyl. Elton John, Breaking Hearts. I know 2 songs in this. Passengers and Sad Songs Say So Much. So is that one. Black and Blue, the Rolling Stones. Again, got this one on vinyl. This came out in 1976. This one is a Canadian, I think. Yeah, made in Canada. Very interesting, that one. And they had a lot of Bob Dylan stuff in there. So Bob Dylan fans, you're going to like this. The Freewheelin' Bob Dylan, the second album from 1963. Like the song Blown in the Wind and Don't Think Twice It's Alright. There's also Girl from the North Country, which he would later re-record with Johnny Cash on the Nashville Skyline album. Planet Waves, got this one on vinyl as well. And this is really cool. This is the Bootleg CDs Volume 4, Live 1966, the Royal Albert Hall concert. Now, for many, many years there have been bootlegs of the Royal Albert Hall 66 concert, but it's actually from the Free Trade Hall in Manchester a few days before the Albert Hall concert. Now I actually have the actual Albert Hall concert on another release. This was the Manchester concert from the 17th. Actually quite a good show. I really like the acoustic disc. The first disc is the acoustic set and the other disc is the electric set. And this is of course the infamous concert where somebody shouts Judas to Bob at the audience. Has a booklet in here. Oh, and a little thing there about advertising Bob's other CDs. Talk about the concert as well. Here's the CDs themselves. There's no like booklet in there, but at least this booklet in here makes up for that. Desire, of course, this has the great song Hurricane on it. Do really like that song. Got this one on vinyl as well. Originally 1976. Quite a nice cover. Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits Volume 3, 1994. Now I have the first 2 volumes on vinyl and CD, so now I have all 3 volumes. I don't think this was ever put out into vinyl, I think because it was 1994. So, yeah. Love and Theft, this is his 2001 album. Don't know a lot about this one. Don't have too much of Bob's like later albums, but definitely need to try and check them out. Elvis, The Incomparable. This is a 3-disc set with a lot of like rare and unusual songs in it. This came out in 2008. 3-disc set. 76 original tracks digitally remastered. So, very interesting there. Never seen this one before, and this was part of a big collection, so yeah. Got 2 Whitesnake ones. Whitesnake, the Silver Anniversary Collection. This has both Whitesnake, David Coverdale solo stuff, and Coverdale Page album as well. So this is an interesting one. Also have a single disc one called The Best of Whitesnake, which I bought like ages ago, which was from around about the same kind of time frame. That's a good one. This is another pretty good one. The 30th Anniversary Collection from 2008. This has more stuff in it than the other one does. Like with the bottom there. See Whitesnake on tour in Europe June, July and August 2008. So this must have been out at the time of a tour. Oh, the case in this one's a bit broken. But there you go. But it has a nice booklet inside as well. Okay, and then the next day, some are dropping on the floor now. I need to just leave them there for the time being. I got another batch of CDs. Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds, Back the Way We Came, Volume 1. This is the greatest hits one from 2011 to 2021. So the first 10 years. I have a funny theory that they'll do a Volume 2 maybe in 2031, who knows. But 3-disc set, has a nice booklet as well with soul stuff, and I think there's a live track on here as well, so yeah. And then there was a big Elvis collection, so obviously being an Elvis fan, you know, got King Creole, had this one on vinyl, so I thought I'd get the CD. Blue Hawaii, same thing, got this on vinyl as well. And one that was very interesting, never thought I'd see this one on CD, Good Times. One of the 3 Stacks albums, got this one on vinyl as well. This one's a really good album, I do quite like that one, actually, Good Times. The Searcher, this is the soundtrack album to the documentary film with a few, it's mostly the same release stuff, but there are a few alternate versions. There's alternate versions of Suspicious Minds, Separate Ways, and Hurt. This came out in 2018. I've got the soundtrack album on DVD, so yeah. Elvis Movies, this is like his movie songs. There's some tracks I don't have on CD. Some I have on vinyl, but some that I don't have on CD. A lot of the later stuff isn't available. I don't have on CD, but hey-ho, it's a nice one. Elvis the King, double CD set. This came out in 2007, so the 30th, for like the 30th year of Elvis's passing. I know I've got like these songs many times before. It's got a nice cover, and then there's some unusual tracks on here, so yeah. Blue Christmas, this came out in 2010. Bit early, I know, but thought I'd show it anyway. It's quite a nice cover. Blue Suede Shoes, the Ultimate Rock and Roll Collection. Now, of course, I have the Always on My Mind love songs selection, so this is the rock and roll one in like a blue cover, so I thought I'd get this one to go with the other one. This came out in 1998. And this prioritizes rock and roll songs in here. A lot of ones that you wouldn't expect to see in a compilation. You know, there's like One-Sided Love Affair. That's an unusual one. As is My Baby Left Me. But yeah, some really, really good stuff on here though, nonetheless. Oh, the CD dropped off. I'm just going to have to leave them like that. And then this other one's really interesting. Led Zeppelin, How the West Was Won. This is a 2003 live album of recordings from like the 1972 tour in Long Beach and in Los Angeles form. So, very interesting one to have there. Free disc set. Doesn't come with the book, unfortunately, which would have been nice if it did, but hey ho. And there's another batch of ones I've got to show here, which I'll just go and yeah. Johnny Cash, double CD of his songs and a DVD, so that's a very interesting one there. Never seen that one before, so I thought, yeah, might as well. These ones I got CD. Queen and Paul Rodgers, the Cosmo Rocks. So now I've got all Queen and Paul Rodgers stuff now. So yeah, that's come out in 2008 as well. Freddie Mercury, Lover of Life, Singer of Songs, which is written on the, his statue in Montreux in Switzerland. This is like a best of compilation album of his solo stuff. So yeah, very good. I'll have that. 2006, that one. Elvis, classic Billboard hits. Of course, the Billboard hits, but nice cover. Buddy Holly Greatest Hits, found this in my Sockets charity shop. Never seen this one before, so I thought I would get it. 1995 this came out. This one came from my record shop, the Red Bull Johnny Cash. Had this one years ago, but my copy is not in its case anymore, so this is an upgrade. Pre-ordered this one on Amazon. The Best of Bruce Springsteen, of course. Got this as a collection because I'm a Bruce fan, as I'm sure you all know. Lot of tracks in here that, are not that I wish I were, like some of the hits that are not on here, maybe some of the lesser known songs as well. Yeah, but still nice to have. I think this is like something he's put out to accompany the tour that he's been doing, the rescheduled dates that he had to reschedule last year. So yeah, but I'm still glad we've got some of the later Bruce stuff on here, like stuff from like The Rising. There's like Girls in Their Summer Clothes from Magic, Hello Sunshine from Western Stars, and Letter to You. So yeah, still hoping we get that Only the Strong Survive Volume 2 like follow-up albums. Don't know why that yeah, hopefully we'll get it this year, but if we don't get it this year, it'll probably be 2025 before we get it, but who knows. Elvis Live, CD of his live stuff. There's some unusual stuff on here that I don't think I have, so thought I'd get that. I got it from the record shop. This one I also got from the record shop. Get Your Ya-Ya's Out, the Rolling Stones in concert. This is the 2002 ABKCO release. Got this one on vinyl, so I wanted to get it in the CD, so I did. Here it is. This is the SCD version. What do you mean by SCD? It means Super Audio CD. It means that you can play it in both your regular system or in a 5.1 speaker sound system. So it's compatible with both. So yeah, that's nice to have, I suppose. And then this one I got from my large charity shop, Dreamboats and Petticoats, What a Wonderful World. Each disc has a concept. Lots of great ones in here. Louis Armstrong, the Everly Brothers, Bobby Darin, Elvis Presley, Roy Orbison, Buddy Holly, Percy Sledge, Bobby V, Jerry and the Pacemakers, Buddy Holly, Del Shannon, the Everly Brothers, of the Killing Twins with When, that's a great record. So yeah, really nice to own this. This came out in 2022, and as I say, still need to find volumes 4, 6 and 7, and then I'll have the kind of full set. Okay, I've got a couple of free CD box sets I want to show. First one I've done an unboxing of, but I'm sure again anyway. Elvis Live 1969, great box set this one is. I'm halfway through this box set and there are really great concerts on here. 11 disc set, has a nice booklet with it. I've shown this in the unboxing video, so if you want to see this get shown, you can. But there's some really nice photos in here. Each disc is coloured. So one disc is orange, and the other disc is light pink. You'll probably see that in the unboxing video. This is quite a long one because it's got like this is quite a nice picture that kind of folds out. So yeah, great box set. Definitely recommend if you're an Elvis fan like myself. If you're an Elvis fan, definitely get this box set. It's a great box set. And then this one, these two I got from my Salkits record shop one day. Whitesnake Slide It In box set. This is the Ultimate Special Edition. There have been quite a few of these come out in recent years, and David Coverdale's done plenty of unboxing of these, so they're really cool that they own this. First disc is the Slide It In US remix, then the original UK mix, the 35th anniversary remix from 2019, the monitor mixes, John Lord's last Whitesnake show in Sweden in 1984, Whitesnake live in Glasgow, that's interesting, early rough mixes, demos and obscurities, and a DVD, so yeah, take a look at it. This is probably something I'm going to do a standalone video just based on. So yeah, but I want to show you kind of what we get in here. You get like book, poster, the tour program, all the CDs are like that. So yeah, definitely hope to get the other box sets, but I know a lot of them are quite difficult to get hold of and quite pricey, but still would like to really get these box sets because they look really cool in the collection. I know they've done like 1987, they've done Slip of the Tongue, Restless Heart, and Good to Be Bad. Those albums. So yeah, really nice, those box sets. And I've got Elvis, the Essential 60s Masters, 5 CD set. I got the 50s box set not that long ago, so now I have the 60s one. Still need to try and find the 70s box, but hopefully I'll find that one eventually. 5 disc set as usual, and a booklet. So yeah, really good box set, that one. Got some DVDs. Oh, bit of a mess here. Elvis Tickle Me, one of his films. Yep, got to get that one. Oh, some stuff in some phone. Frankie and Johnny, said to be one of his worst films, but personally I can't comment because I've not seen it. And Easy Come, Easy Go. And one I found in a large charity shop recently, Elvis Promised Land. Don't know too much about this one, but that's a nice picture there. Okay, now we're going over the vinyls now. Some singles. First an EP, Johnny Cash, Folsom Prison, just called Johnny Cash. Never seen this EP before. I've seen like the picture, but I've never seen it like in person. It's quite a difficult one to get hold of, but really pleased I got it. It's got a nice picture sleeve on the front with Johnny and the guitar. One side you get Folsom Prison Blues and a boy named Sue. Then the other side is Jackson and then San Quentin. And these are like the live prison recordings on here. It's a CBS label here. Very, very nice to have this one. All these singles came from my record shop in Salkits. Del Shannon, The Swiss Maid, 1962 on the London label. And the B-side is Ginny in the Mirror. That's a great one, that one. 2 Elvis singles. Kissin' Cousins, RCA Victor 1964, and the B-side is It Hurts Me, one of my favourite Elvis ballads, It Hurts Me. Indescribably Blue, another one of my favourite Elvis ballads, 1967, with Fools Fall in Love. This is quite an interesting one. Cliff Richard and the Young Ones, Live and Dull. Of course, the Young Ones was a very popular BBC comedy programme that I've just recently been getting into, and absolutely hilarious, so yeah, have it here. Three Elvis ones again. Burning Love, one of my favourites, 72, and It's a Matter of Time. Now and Then, There's a Fool Such As I, with I Need Your Love Tonight in the B-side. Now, I already have a copy. This have the UK pressing on the RCA label from 59, but this is a 1997 collectibles reissue version on kind of purple lilac-ish vinyl. Very nice, very cool to find that. That's not something you see that often, but still really cool. And I have an Elvis picture disc single. That's a picture. So on one side you've got Baby I Don't Care from the Jailhouse Rock film. And then on the other side, this side, you've got One Sided Love Affair and Tutti Frutti, both from the debut album. So yeah, very cool and interesting one, that one. Really like that side. It kind of like looks like a replica RCA single from like the 50s into the 60s. That's a very, very cool design. Buddy Holly, Early in the Morning. Backed with Now We're One on the Coral label. Don't have that much Buddy Holly singles. I still need to try and find some. These two got together. In the Ghetto, Elvis Presley with Any Day Now. The Temptations, Get Ready with the B-side, My Girl, which is, I bought this one for the B-side, My Girl. Love that song. One of my favourite kind of Motown 60s songs. And the last one is another Elvis picture disc, Jailhouse Rock. And on the B-side is the Elvis medley, which has Jailhouse Rock, Teddy Bear, Don't Be Cruel, Burning Love, and Suspicious Minds. So yeah, that's a nice picture there on one side. And that's a nice sort of collage of photos on the other. Now we're going over the albums. So the first one up is the Four Tops Greatest Hits. I found this in my local record shop. Yeah, I do quite like the Four Tops. I like quite a few of their hits. This record would kind of much do me when it comes to the Four Tops, so perfect one. This one is, I believe it's mono. I think it is because it doesn't say stereo, so it's definitely a mono. But yeah, they've got some great hits like Reach Out, I'll Be There, Seven Rooms of Gloom, Ask the Lonely, I Can't Help Myself. So yeah, they've got quite a few good hits. And they had a great later hit called When She Was My Girl that Bruce Springsteen covered in his recent album. There's the inner sleeve on the Tamla Motown label. So yeah, this would do me and the Four Tops very good. This is kind of all I need when it comes to the Four Tops. So yeah, very good. And this is a very cool one. Never thought I'd find this one. I showed the CD of this one earlier, and now I've got the vinyl. Bob Dylan, the freewheeling Bob Dylan. I bought the vinyl of this first, then I bought the CD at a later date. This is an original mono pressing from '63, which I never thought I would find, because those pressings can be very difficult to get hold of. And in this kind of nice condition as well. So yeah, very pleased to find this one. There's the label, CBS, 1963. This was definitely like one of Bob Dylan's sort of, kind of the albums that really kind of people got people interested into Bob Dylan, this album. Here's a couple of Elvis ones. Roustabout, this is a soundtrack album from '64, but this is a 1980 or 81 Green Label reissue. Now, as of this video, I almost have all the Elvis soundtracks. I just need to find a copy of Double Trouble, and then the collection's complete in terms of soundtrack albums. I know there's like quite a few soundtrack EPs still to find, like Kid Galahad and Love Me Tender and the Jailhouse Rock. So I just need to find some of the EPs, and I'll have all the kind of soundtracks that were issued in some form or another. But there were quite a few. There were quite a few Elvis films that never had a soundtrack album or EP. They came out in some like the budget compilation album. So I'll almost have all the movie songs in some form or another once the collection's complete in some retrospect or another. So yeah, Roustabout, I've got this one on DVD as well. Don't know much about the film or soundtrack, but still always good to find these. And this is very interesting. This is Elvis for Everyone. This is an original mono pressing from 1965 with the alternate cover. And it has Wild in the Country as opposed to Summer Kisses and Winter Tears. Now, the original US cover had a picture of Elvis in front of a background with the albums, and it was like a shopping till with the RCA Victor dogs, or the Nipper dogs that they used. So yeah, that's cool to have. Really pleased to find a copy of this one in really good condition. And this cover's nice as well, but I think I quite like the American one, but this is still a nice picture. And there's the label there on the RCA Victor. Yeah, pretty good album. I like this one actually. I liked American Today is probably one of my favourite ballads in this album, I would say. That was definitely the first time I listened, it's quite a long while ago. Then another occasion I found these Elvis ones. The Kissin' Cousins soundtrack, 1964 again. I don't know an awful lot about this album, but I do know the title track on the single. Again, this is a Orange label pressing from 77, I think. So not an original copy from the 60s, but they would have been nice to have. But hey, well, I'm pleased to own these copies as well. Harem Holiday. This one's said to be one of his worst films. Again, can't comment. This one again is a 1980-81 Green Label. Oh, 1980. This is a 1980 Green Label version. I have quite a few of these soundtracks albums on the Green Label. They issued quite a few of these back in the early 80s. It's a stereo, I think. Yeah, it'll just be stereo. But really good to have anyway. Again, as I say, the soundtrack collection is almost complete. Just need to find a copy of Double Trouble. Inspirations. This is a gospel album on K-Tel. Found it because it was quite cheap, I think. Nice to have. This has all the gospel recordings except for... Oh, no. I think it kind of goes through all the eras of the gospel album. And it has... Yeah, it's got The Impossible Dream, which is from the live Madison Square Garden album. Yeah, I'm not sure why they included that one, but hey ho. And there's some of the other Elvis things you can get at the bottom. Got that album as well, and that K-Tel album as well. That one I've still to get hold of, but I do have that particular album as a album as well. That one. So yeah, nice to have. Quite a nice picture in the front there. This one I found out in a local charity shop in Stevenson for £1. Never thought I'd find this. Now I already have this album, but I wanted to get it because it was a very special edition. It's not an amazing condition, but still I thought I would get it. But it's this Elvis's Golden Records Volume 3. Now I have a copy of this on black vinyl from the 80s, but wanted to get this special edition, which is a Canadian import. Now it's not an amazing condition. It's got a bit of writing around the cover. To Elaine from Rab Reed, 1980. So yeah, but despite this bit of tape there, and it's kind of coming a bit at the bottom there, but it was really nice to find for a good price, you know, this kind of edition. And the inner sleeve looks like this, all the catalogue albums, which I really love those inner sleeves. It's on gold vinyl. It's not in the best of nick, it's quite scratchy in some places, but I already have a 1984, 1985 reissue on the black and silver label and standard black vinyl, and that's my kind of plain copy. This is like a good collector's copy, which I found for a reasonable price. I just thought, well, I would get it, you know, because it was something quite unique about it. But still, really pleased to own this. Really like the Golden Records series. If you had to ask me what my favourite volume was, I couldn't pick a favourite of those. I just like them all equally, all the volumes. Much with the Legendary Performer series, you may remember I did a video on them. And I said I like them all, so yeah, it's kind of like that. So yeah, really pleased to find this one. Really good to have. I got a Rolling Stones album from my record shop just recently. This is one of the American ones, December's Children and Everybody's. This uses the Out of Our Heads cover sleeve. And I'm not sure if it's the same track. Listen, major, I don't know. I'll need to have a look. But, this one's unfortunately not a stereo. It's electronically processed stereo, unfortunately. But still really pleased to own one of the Stones American albums. I have this on CD in the Stones in mono box as well. So yeah, I wanted to get that one. This was 1965. I've also got the American album Flowers, which is in mono as well. So yeah, there's the London label, which is the Stones label in America. And the condition is actually pretty good. Not really much of a scratch on it. It's like on big thick vinyl. So yeah, there's that one. Bit hard to get back in, but there we go. Yeah, really pleased to find this one. Not one that you see often. Oh, a bit hard to get back in. So it's also available in mono, as I say, down there. So really good to find this one. Then I got another Rolling Stones box set on one occasion. The Great Years. This is from like all the 60s recordings. This is from Reader's Digest. I've also got Reader's Digest box on Elvis as well. So yeah, very cool, this one. I've seen somebody else get this one as well at one point. So I knew of it. But this came out in 1982. 1982 this one came out in. So slip off like that. The records are in here, and they're all, so it's 4 record set, all like this. And they're all on this Reader's Digest label. So yeah, really pleased to get this one. This is one that you don't really see too often, but very cool. The Rolling Stones, The Great Years. And here's a one, Elvis, the King of Rock and Roll. This is a German box. Haven't seen much of this one, but this has quite a few tracks that you don't normally expect to appear in an Elvis album. So this is very, very cool to find. This is a German release. It says King of Rock and Roll 2. So this is there might be a 1 box. This is just, so I might need to try and locate that one if I can. 3 record set. That's a nice picture. I think that might be from like the kind of spin out era on this label. And the other LPs are probably just the same. Yeah, they're all pretty cool. Yep. So yeah, that's really cool to own that one. Pretty much any Elvis product I've never seen before is always good to own, you know, because it's always one of those things you don't really see. And I've got 3 ones at a different time. Easy Come Easy Go and Kid Galahad. I have the EP for Easy Come Easy Go, but I don't have the EP for Kid Galahad. But there's other ones like Jailhouse Rock and Tickle Me, and then Love Me Tender, Love in Las Vegas, and Follow That Dream, which are the other 2 I've yet to find. This came out in German originally. Yep, Germany, 1979. There's the other 2 down there, which I hopefully will find, and there's the other one soundtrack albums that were available at the time. On RCA, Victor, black label. Very interesting one there. So one that I never seen before that I get. Rockin' Elvis, the 60s. And this is a very cool one. This is a lot of his rock and roll or kind of up-tempo songs from like in the 60s. It's a nice back cover. This came out in 1982. It also says up here, buy Rockin' Elvis and get Romantic Elvis free. So hopefully I'll get Romantic Elvis. But this is kind of like a similar thing where back in the 80s, there seemed to be quite a thing where if you bought one record, you got another one free. Then there was another one for Beach Boys best ofs, like that my mum and dad have got. Like there was like if you bought one volume, you get the other volume for free. So yeah, so this must have been a wee thing that they had back in the day, something like that. But anyway, onto this record. This one's quite a nice one. Has a nice blue inner sleeve. And it's on the RCA Blue Elvis label. Same label as like the 56 Sessions album. So very nice to own that one. Very cool. Hopefully I'll get Romantic Elvis at some point. Then we have I Can Help. This is a compilation album with some of his later material. I think I'd seen this picture before a few times. This one, people show this, but I don't think I've ever seen a copy of this in like person, so nice to find that one. It's a nice back picture. I think that's from one of his Vegas performances. It's on the black and silver RC label, so this is from the 1980s. Oh, there we are. It's even got the Elvis 50th anniversary sticker on it. Now, I got this on eBay. Now, I'd said to myself that a greatest hits and 2 albums were all I needed by this artist, but recently I've been listening to him a lot and I've been thinking, I want to get the album, so I thought that's what I've been doing now. And that's Del Shannon, and we've got Little Town Flirt. This is his, I think his 2nd or 3rd album. This is a mono original from 1960. I got this on eBay, and this is a really lovely copy. It's very, very shiny and very glossy. It looks like it's just brand new. And like, you know, it's like you're holding it for your hands in the first time. The back is very white and clean. As you can see, there's a couple of little stains up there, but nothing too much. It looks very, you wouldn't really notice it too much. It looks very, very, very nice and very shiny. This is a great album. I really like the hits, Two Kinds of Teardrops, Kelly, Little Town Flirt, Two Silhouettes is one of my favourites. But also great ones in here, like he does a great version of Roy Orbison's Dream Baby, a great version of Dion's Run Around Sue, and there's a great version of Bruce Channel's Hey Baby. And there's another great one in here called Happiness and My Wild One. So yeah, really, really great album. I really enjoyed this one quite a lot. On the London label. So yeah, brilliant, brilliant stuff. Still on the lookout for Del Shannon. I think I've got another Del Shannon album coming in on eBay. Should be on its way very soon. Called Hats Off to Del Shannon. So yeah, still waiting for that one. This one I found in my record shop. Never seen this before, and it was sealed, but I opened it. Elvis, Known Only to Him, Gospel, 1957 to 1971. This is all the gospel stuff again, but this is really like nice to have, and it's another Canadian import. This came out in 1989, and I'd never seen it before, and it just thought, yeah, I'll definitely get it. So yeah, on the RCA Victor label. One I've yet to play, but definitely I will give it a spin sometime. Now, recently the record shop got a lot of new like vinyl stuff in just recently, like more. So these four I got together on one occasion. So yeah, first one up is Whitesnake, Restless Heart, 25th Anniversary Edition from 2021. I've got the original version CD, but this is the 25th Anniversary Edition they put out in vinyl. You also get this in the box set as well, but nice shiny kind of foil kind of cover like effect to it. Back. Gatefold has all the lyrics. So the original album came out in 1997, but it never came out on vinyl for some reason. Has the original inner sleeve, like a interview with David Coverdale, and Adrian Vandenberg, who were involved in this album, and Guy Pratt, whoever, I think he might have been involved in it, I'm not sure. But it's on like a nice silver vinyl on a customized label. One side you get this, and the other side you get the songs. So I'm really pleased to find this one. And the other inner sleeve has another interview with Denny Carmassi, David Coverdale, Adrian Vandenberg, and Tom Gordon. I think Tom was... I think he's one of Whitesnake's engineers. So yeah, silver vinyl is the other one as well. Liner notes written by Hugh Gilmore. Very, very pleased to get this one on vinyl. It's also got a few... This might be remixed, I'm not sure. But yeah, really pleased to own this one. Restless Heart, 25th Anniversary Edition. And here's some Elvis ones in here. Elvis the Platinum Collection. This is one from a few years ago. It came out in 2014. I saw somebody else show this in one of their videos. I think it was MJL 3764, who does a lot of Elvis vinyl videos. He showed this one. I know a friend's got... a friend of mine has one similar to this, but I think it's Ella Fitzgerald he's got, or was it Frank Sinatra? It's one of the two anyway he's got, but really nice. The tracks in here are a lot of stuff you wouldn't expect. Like, it's like songs from the 54 up to 62. And it has a good percent of the Something for Everybody album, and a lot of songs from Elvis's Gold Records Volume 3, and some of the regular hits you'd expect on here. But it goes up to like 62, but still very cool to have. It's a triple vinyl, as I say, but I'm just going to show you one of the records. They all look like this, and it's on white vinyl. So yeah, that's what really said, yeah, definitely, given that it was on white vinyl. Don't have that many coloured Elvis vinyls. I have a gold double LP on vinyl. I think it's just called Elvis. And I have another coloured Elvis vinyl, which I'll show you in just a minute. That's really cool to find, that one. Elvis Presley Live, the International Hotel, Las Vegas, Nevada, 26th of January 1970. Never seen this one before. This one is a limited edition numbered, number 27. Very good number. This is like the first night of the second engagement at the International Hotel as it was then. Later became the Hilton. Has an insert. So yeah, there's that one. And again, much like the other one, and this is probably what attracted me to buy this one, but it was on white vinyl. Yeah, very cool. And this has a lot of interesting songs in here. A lot of songs that Elvis never really did after this engagement, like Kentucky Rain, Let It Be Me, Walk a Mile in My Shoes would later become a staple in his live shows for a period. Don't Cry Daddy's on here. So So yeah, very interesting show here. And there's True Love Travels on a Gravel Road. That's one that he never did live, I think, after this engagement. And a lot of the recordings from the January-February 1970 engagement resulted in the on-stage album, which I have. Showed the CD of this earlier, but I got the vinyl. And again, I had the vinyl first before the CD. Classic Billboard hits. Now the CD's got a few more songs in this one. It's still really nice to have this one. This is a nice cover again, as I say. This came out on Wax Time Records. Standard black vinyl, this one not coloured. But, you know, it's nice to know that there's some really surprising ones in here to make it appear. Like, When My Blue Moon Turns to Gold Again, that appeared in the second album in 1956. And there's also Any Way You Want Me, That's How I Will Be, which was the B-side of Love Me Tender, and also on Gold Records Volume 1. And Don't You Think It's Time on here as well. So, some interesting track choices. I'll let you pause the video and have a look at the track list. If I can get the CD, wherever it is. I know the CDs get a few. It's right here somewhere. I can't. Oh, there it is. There's the CD. This one's got a few extra songs on here. I'll let you pause and have a look there. So, yeah. Very interesting one. And the next one I have is... Oh, sorry about that there. Oh, the records are falling all over the place. Sorry, this video's in a bit of a... I'll try and cut. And the next one I have is Keith Richards and Main Offender. This I have on CD, but this is the 2021 re-release, or 2022 re-release rather, on vinyl. I've got a reissue on vinyl of Talk Is Cheap, the first one, so yeah, this is the other one that he's reissued. I know he's got a third one as well, which I've yet to find on CD, or any format really. There's all the inner sleeve with all Who Plays What in the track, the album credits, and it's on this red, kind of dark maroon vinyl. Very interesting to find this one. Just give me a minute, I'll sort my records out. There we go, that's it sorted. Next one up is an online purchase, Runaway with Del Shannon. This is his first album. Really good first album. I really like the track Misery. That sounds very similar to Runaway a bit. There's The Prom as well. He does a really good version of Elvis's Marie's the Name, his latest flame. Runaway, of course, the title track. I Wake Up Crying is a great one. Lies, He Doesn't Care. And Jody, which is the B-side of Runaway, is a beautiful ballad. This is an original mono pressing on London Again, much like Little Town Flirt. Really like that cover. So yeah, as I say, I've got Hats Off to Del Shannon coming in the post. That'll probably be in the next vinyl update. And the last one up is Bob Dylan and Infidels. This is a 1983 album. Has Joker Man on it, and I do like that song. And this is kind of like, I think, seems a bit of a comeback album for Bob. Having like, it was kind of the first album he made after doing all the Gospel trilogy, which were Slow Train Coming, Saved, and Shot of Love. This was like the first album after that, so yeah, this was kind of like a bit of a return to form for Bob in some ways. Or was it Oh Mercy that was seen as a return to form? It was one of the two. But anyway, there's the inner sleeve. And on the other side you get all of Bob's albums, most of which I've got except for that album, but I'll definitely get hold of them. But I do have all those ones that are listed on the inner sleeve here on vinyl. Or CD or either one. And it's on CBS. As always. So there we go. Oh, that's vinyl update 44. I hope you liked this video. Apologies if it's been a long one, but hey ho. I think I've done not bad in the last month, considering I've bought a lot of stuff. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more content. Hope to do more of these videos again sometime. Like, I'm still wanting to do the career review series again with Tom Petty and Bruce Springsteen, but I've got to hear all their albums first before I can do it. And REO Speedwagon's another one I want to do, as is The Who, as is Foreigner, maybe the Rolling Stones. There's loads of artists I would love to really go through an in-depth career kind of review. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this, and see you again for the next video.